there's not a time where I can't remember not going to church. I've always been there my entire life, and it's always been a part of my life, but it never truly affected me. But at the same time I was going to church, I was always looking for the acceptance of others. Like at school or something, I would always be there, and I'd always be looking for kids that would like approve of me and approve of what I was doing. So whatever I was doing, someone else was doing, and I never did anything alone. I always wanted someone else to be doing it with me. It was like that for a very long time until I went to the kids ministry, where we went on a trip to a Century Kids trip, and there at that camp, I saw a lot of people accepting Christ into their life, and I really thought that was cool, and I really wanted to be part of it. But at the same time, I knew while I was in the majority at that camp, I knew that when I got back to school, I wouldn't be in the majority then, and I'd be in the minority of people. So I made a private confession to myself at Century Kid. It was something that I think I needed, but it wasn't enough. I obviously wasn't committed enough because I wasn't willing to share with more people than just myself. It was a couple years like that when I knew that just a private confession wasn't what I needed, that would never fulfill what I truly needed and what truly meant to be a Christian. So a couple years later, my family just got home from a church, from a day at church, and we were just sitting around eating lunch, and then my mom said that there's a baptism coming, and that she was just wondering if me and my brother wanted to do it. And I knew at that moment that it wasn't what other people thought of me. I only needed one person to approve of me, and that was God. And that I didn't need the approval of others I didn't need the approval of the others, I only needed the approval of God. When I realized that I didn't need the approval of others and I only needed the approval of God, it changed the way that I saw everything. It changed my perspective on everything that I was doing. I wasn't looking at everybody else for approval as much, and I could do things with more confidence. It just kind of set me free. I felt as like I was being chained to societal pressures, and the second that I figured out I didn't need that anymore, it just like a weight was being lifted off of me. I could be who I was without other people having to approve of what I was doing. My name is Carson Hughes. You can follow my example as I have followed Christ.